Okay, I think I'm back. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I put it on Do Not Disturb and I said no exceptions, and yet my mom's text messages are coming through. So, thank you for being here. Aw, you guys are talking all nice about me and junk. So, the inspiration for this video, and the sad part is, oh, I have to finish answering Sabrina. The sad part is that I try to do live streams on the days that I don't put an uploaded video out. Somehow I just can't seem to accomplish doing it on different days. But I just didn't really want to film my favorites because I have a couple collabs that I'm doing right now, and it is very much time consuming and I don't have time to do it. And the chat's not moving, so I'm afraid that I'm not on the right screen, so give me just a second. All right, I'm back with you. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. There's always like little hiccups at the beginning. Yeah, my mom sent through text messages and broke the stream. So sorry about that, guys. The do not disturb thing on my phone is apparently not. It's allowing Anyways, I'm not even going to attempt to try to make a word that fits in there correctly because it's not going to. But hi, Heidi. Yeah, I'm sorry to give you guys the runaround. Let me answer Sabrina. She asked me about what was my issue with the brown Kat Von D liner. I don't know why, but it was almost like, it gave me the feeling like whenever you have a little bit of lash glue left on your lash line and you kind of feel like a stickiness right here, like your eyelid is sticking to the top of your eyelid. Your mobile eyelid is sticking to the top. It felt sticky and gunky, and by the end of the day, I had like a line of brown on my skin. I'm sorry about giving you the runaround. See, but you like me, so you followed me around. Welcome back, everybody. I hope this doesn't, like, I'm tempted to get on my landline and call my mom and tell her, please don't text message me anymore. Would that be mean? But she doesn't understand technology very well. She's probably in here listening to me right now. Hi, Don Maurice. Hi, Sushila. Oh, these names I don't do very well. You'll have to let me know. I loved Trooper so much that I wanted the brown to work out for me, but I used it like 3 or 4 times, and every time it happened that way. Hi, Jory. That's my niece. You have the brown one, Jory? Maybe, different things react differently with different people, so that might be the case. You were going to ask what? If I wanted you to text my mom and tell her stop it? Yeah, she's one of my twin nieces, my brother Rocky's daughter. Is Malia here too, or just you? When you guys hear me talking about giving makeup away to my family, Jory and Malia are the 2 top recipients. There she is. Sorry, Mom, you were texting me and it was breaking my live stream. And I don't know why my phone was allowing it to come through, but it was. So I'm sorry about that. I was about to call you and ask if you would stop. It makes me feel bad. It's like, please stop it, Mom. But anyway, you're here. No, you're fine. It happened to me before. And okay, the second question that I wanted to ask you guys is, whenever my mouth starts not matching up with the audio, please let me know, because I think I can pause it and turn it back on. No, I don't want to send you guys out into another stream again, so I'm going to try not to do that. But the last time when the text message came through, it threw off the audio. So on the replay, my mouth doesn't match up with the audio. But, well, you know, it's like snarkity, you know? Like, don't text me during my live stream. Especially when I know she needs help getting in to the live stream. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. I guess I have to ask you to thumbs me up again. I have like a 30-second live stream, and now hopefully this one will be all right. Yeah. See, you have to tell me your real name, what the hell up, because you're making me cuss in front of my mom. But anyways, hopefully my mouth will match up. That's one of my pet peeves, and if there was a way that I could avoid that completely, I would. I know, right? I'm so demanding. Right on. Thank you. I have a question. I'm full of questions today. Riley, my two favorites are Kat Von D Trooper. For a drugstore option, I really like Physicians Formula. She asked me what kind of eyeliner for Perfect Wing. I like Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen. He's making me cuss in front of my mom, though. Anyways, I'm just playing. It's okay. I'm going to say, what the heck up. And then you'll know I'm talking about you, but you're not making me cuss in front of my mom. I also like Lorac liquid liner. In fact, I'm getting ready to do some favorites, and I have one of those in here. I'm a Gemini. Is it? It's wake the heck up? My bad. Oh, so I was going to ask you, do you want me to do the favorites first or the little haul first? And the haul is little. And Lola, you hear me now, right? I think you said earlier that you weren't hearing me. Well, wake the heck up then. My bad. I assumed the W stood for what? Okay. I love bright lipstick. This is just a lip liner because I want to show you guys this really cool lip gloss when I pull it out of the little stash here. Hey, purple or blue? Is it purple or blue? Usually I just say, hey, purple, and then last time it was like, this is blue. Geminis are the best. The only thing is the whole twin sign, like we have an alter ego. And yeah, we do. All right, let me get the haul box here. It's really small. It's another Hush haul. You guys know that I am on a low buy. I changed it from I had to get that ABH Soft Glam palette, so I broke my no buy, but these are for research purposes, the ones from Hush. Hey, Happiness Sparkles, how are you? Hey, Maggie. Okay, awesome. So, research purposes. I really was curious about Bad Habit and Hush and these economical palettes and all that, and I really wanted to know what they were like, so I ordered probably 3 or 4 of them, and I'll tell you why. Hey, Deb, I didn't see you come in. Yeah, I'm a pink girl. I really like pinks and roses and those kind. Thank you. I don't know Joy from FS1. I don't even know what FS1 is. You guys are going to have to school me tonight because no clue. First of all, I was thinking about a video idea about maybe doing a video on dupes for palettes that I missed out on. And or I couldn't afford. But this one is one that I missed out on, and it's the ABH Mario palette. I didn't get that. I almost got it like 4 different, oh, Fox Sports. You know, I'm a baseball coach's kid. I lived with ESPN playing on my TV my entire life. And Fox Sports is where my college played, so I should know who all these people are, but I don't. Hey, Nicole. So, this is the Artistry palette by Bad Habit, and it is a dupe for the Mario palette. And I've used it. It's super pretty. Hi, Queen of Hearts. Oh, she's probably not feeling very good then, Deb. Her grandbaby got shots. Is it that you got this one? I'm excited because I missed it. I went back and forth on it until it was sold out. And you know how they always say limited edition, limited quantity, la la la, and then they bring it out again? I just kept expecting that to happen with this and it didn't. Okay, I will. Hey, Violet, how are you? Okay, Denny, hurry back. Anyways, even the packaging is pretty. It's black and it's kind of rubberized, and I've already messed it up. But, and it looks like gold paint splatters. Hey, Take It Out. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Right on, Nicole. Everyone, I'm curious now just because you guys, and Nicole's allergic to carmine, and so I'm always kind of looking on ingredients now, especially on dupes and stuff to see, because for some reason, a lot of times dupes have not so quality ingredients or things that bigger brands leave out. Well, that would be fun if you're talking to me. Wake the heck up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little sassy. Anyways, look, you guys. Oh my goodness. These two right here make the angels sing for me right here. Well, that would be fun. Is that, when you say that, do you mean like on a live stream and everybody's on a hangout? Because I really don't know how to do that, but that would be fun. Oh, cool. That's good to know. But they do list everything on the back. I get real suspicious whenever there aren't any listed. Do you guys want me to swatch some of these? It's beautiful. And I know I really would love to see a comparison with this one for those of you who actually have this. I'm gonna swatch these colors that I'm telling you I love so much. And this pretty gold one, good gravy. And you'll have to see my really wrinkly fingertips. I don't know why they're like that, but they are. And I remember to bring my wipes, so... This is the Bad Habit Artistry palette from Shop Hush, Riley. Yeah. You guys can see my beautiful nail art while I'm swatching. Look at those two. See? It doesn't take much to make me happy. Aren't they pretty? Okay. You know what? There are so many brands that I haven't used, and Colored Rain is one of them that I would love to try. I would love to try Looksy. I've heard really good things about them. I would like to try Carity. There's so many that I'm curious about, and I've never tried Violet Voss. And I'm so curious about them, but hey Sarah, how are you? I'm curious about them, but, you know, you can't try everything without going broke. But I'm super happy about this palette. I've used it once, and I'll be excited to use it again. So that's one of the palettes that I got. Hey, Pinoy, how are you? Oh, cool. Do you have a channel, Riley? I know you do, because I actually found you in a live stream, didn't I? Whenever we got hooked up together. I think I supported you in a hookup. Yeah. I don't even know what to call it. I'm afraid to say the word that should not be said. I call it Voldemort, the word that shall not be mentioned. You should, Heidi. You should really try it. And I actually started thinking, Heidi, about the cloud we were talking about, but I'll get to it at the end because I kind of want to brainstorm with you guys. The next two I got because they were on sale. They were 24% off if you bought them together. And they are dupes for Natasha Denona. And the reason I chose these is because, number one, Emily Noel said that they were beautiful and perfect, and she showed swatches that were gorgeous. Secondly, because I am almost positive that I will never pay the money that it costs to buy Natasha Denona. Lydia, if I'm saying your name right, I posted a review of the ABH palette today. If you'll give me about 15 seconds, I'll get the link for you. I think it'll let me toss a link in here. I posted it this morning, so I already have one, and I'm in love with it. Just, there's a spoiler. I'm in love with it. But I will toss you a link real quick, and anybody else who's interested. Yeah, just so expensive. So expensive, and I just... There you go, Lydia. That's the link to my review. And it's a review, swatches, demo, the whole nine. Oh, I will, Deb, for sure. Yeah. How do things get so popular if they're not even as good as things that are less pricey? Now, I have opened these because I always open things even if I'm going to do a haul or a video, because I'm always scared they're going to be broken. And guess what? One of them's broken. And so here's probably like the first thing that's not so pleasant that I'm saying about Hush. I emailed them and they said that they would return within from 24 to 72 hours. And it's been like 4 or 5 days and I still haven't heard from them. All I wanted, yeah, that's a good one. I have a notebook here. I'm going to write down things, product ideas for videos. I'm not out of ideas, but I kind of want to organize my ideas and kind of, you know, decide how I want, what order I want to do them in. Hey, Oreo Kid. I know, right? I'm going to be the next person that hits it big and everything's going to go viral, and, you know, that's just how it's going to happen. And she didn't buy it. I don't know what these are dupes for. Lila, is there one called Lila that's got a bunch of purples? Like, one of them is that. And the other one maybe is the sun. Is there one called Sunset? I think that's what these are. But let me write down that idea. Product's not worth the hype, because I haven't done one of those before. But I need to go watch some on these. And you know, that's subjective, you guys. You know, one person might think it's not worth the hype, and some people might. So I can't remember which one is broken, but I got the Solstice and I got the Supernova. And I got these together because they were 24% off if you bought both. And I'm going to have to do this really carefully opening these because I don't want the one broken shadow to get everywhere. Because I don't know if they're going to have me send it back. I don't know how they do it. Their return policy just says that they will only, that they accept new and unused returns. Like if they sent you the wrong thing. Okay, Casey. This is the Supernova, and I'm scared to open it. This is the Supernova, and I think, is there a Sunset one? If there is, I think it's this one. And this one really appeals to me. It's super pretty. And so far, there haven't been any of the Bad Habit palettes that haven't been really nice. I'm going to swatch a few of these across my hand and see the pigmentation. I have been so impressed with the way they feel and the way they perform. I don't know how they're so inexpensive. You know, I always kind of feel like I'm a little bit expecting it to not be good when it's inexpensive. Here we go. Here's some colors. Look at that. That one. Woo! Super, super pretty. And look at that. I barely put my finger in that. And they're gorgeous. Absolutely. Oh, well, I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully, it'll be a nice, relaxing, chill time for you. Ooh, that one, you guys. The picture on the camera doesn't do it justice, but this purpley one is so pretty. And I barely dipped into them. So I think this is the one. But I don't know which one is which. But maybe this is the Lila one. But I thought Lila had so much purple. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I got really cool nails. I decided to do something usually I get pink, purple, very girly colors, but I got gray with this like Aztec. It's not even Aztec. I don't know what kind of design it is, but she did an excellent job. Yeah, and I agree with you on that, but I feel like when something's really inexpensive, you kind of have to take what you get with, you know what I mean? You have to take what you get. I don't know if Jory's still here, Mom, but Jory was here a little bit ago. Now, Solstice is the one that's broken. I'm guessing that since this is kind of in the purpley package, that might be the Lila one. And Solstice, I'm guessing... Deb, is there a sunset? I want to keep saying sunset, and I don't know if that's correct, but I want to keep saying that. And I'm having a big time fight with this box. And I saw Denny say repress the shadow, and I will. Hey, Ronalyn. Hey, Crafting Froggy. Cool. Yeah. We've been back and forth on messages for a while now and never been kind of in the same room at the same time. Welcome to my live stream. Hi, my cry for help. Nice to see you. Okay, Leila, my bad. Okay, I'm going to open this very carefully. There's only one that's broken. And Denny's going to have to tell me how to repress it. I guess... do you use alcohol, I think? Oh, this is super pretty, though. Look at that yellow. And I don't even like yellow, but just having one that's like that, just having it, and it's so different than everything else I have. But you guys see that one up at the top there? I don't want to take the film down because it will fall out, and I don't want it to. But this one is interesting to me, but for sure sunset-y. A couple drops of alcohol, and you just kind of take like a little, I don't know, something metal, like one of those little spatula things, and press it down, or do you use your fingers? Super pretty. I'm going to take the film off and swatch a couple of these, and then I'll put it back. And I am probably making a bad choice by doing this. But I want you guys to kind of see. Ooh, this really orangey one is super vibrant, and I have never seen a color. I told you guys that I really have been trying to buy things that are very unique to my collection, that I don't have anything like it, and I'm barely putting my finger in these, and I'm just really impressed with these, you guys. There is nothing to complain about. Well, thank you so much, Panoy. I appreciate that. After a day full of second graders, oh my, see, it does not take much to make me happy. Look at that. That is so unique. And oh my gosh, that gold is so pretty. These are so pretty. Awesome. Well, welcome to you and your wife. I appreciate you being here. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. See, even after a really hard day, if I just come and sit and talk and makeup and geek out with you guys about makeup, it makes me so happy. Oh, Nicole is your wife? Oh, okay. I might have that completely wrong. Ronalyn, these are the Natasha Denona dupes from Shop Hush. And these are the Bad Habit. This is the I'm trying to put this back on so I don't make a mess and a half. This is the Solstice. And I also got the Supernova. I do have the makeup that smells like chocolate. I don't have it right here, but a lot of the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes smell like chocolate. Smells delicious. You're welcome. But they were on sale for 24% off if you bought them both. They were, oh my gosh. Let me think about it for a second, because I know they were, I think they were $16. Yeah, they were $16 individually, and if you bought them both at the same time, they were $24. And I don't think they're always on sale, but I think they rotate through sales on these a lot. So if you don't get it on sale and you can stand to wait, you can get it on sale eventually. You know, the chocolate gold is on my wish list, actually. And I didn't think that I was going to want it. But you guys, with all your pretty looks, the reason I like it so much is because there's shimmers of colors that I don't have shimmers of. And they're really pretty. I told you guys that I was going to do a full face of Hush, and I will eventually. But even adding all that up, it got kind of pricey. And so I'm going to wait until I get paid next month, and then I will order it, because with all these things that I ordered here, I don't want to order anymore. I'm really trying hard to stay on the low buy. Yeah. I don't have any experience with any of the other brands, only Bad Habit, and I have not been disappointed in any of these. And I have 4 now. Yeah, I have 4 now, and they're beautiful. The only other thing I got are these lashes, because they have lots of $1 and $2 lashes, and I just wanted to try like a Demi Wispy and a Wispy from each brand, so that I could figure out which of the brands I like the best. I'm working on it because I'm trying to get some money in the bank. And I want eventually to buy a camera, and if I don't save money, I'm never going to get it. And that's more important to me right now. But that being said, the 21 Days of Beauty is coming up. I appreciate that, my cry for help. I appreciate all of you being here. Time is precious, you guys. And you coming here and spending it with me means a lot to me. So I wait for sales. Somebody asked me on a video the other day. Yes, please support each other, guys. I have been having a time of it. I've met new people in live streams. I've supported them. We've gone back and forth watching each other's videos and interacting, and they're still taking the subs away from me. I don't know how to combat that. Like, how in the world am I ever going to get to 1,000 subs if you're not allowing me to keep the subs that I'm getting? Every time I go in, some more of my subs are gone. And it's like, I'm not just clicking on these people and never visiting their channel and never seeing them or interacting with them. We're actually interacting. So it's not like we're not, watching each other's videos and stuff. It's frustrating the heck out of me. Hey, Lipstick and Sofrito, good to see you. I appreciate that. So I don't know what to do with that, you guys. I was already frustrated, but what do you do with that whenever you're doing what you think you can do to build up your community, and then they take them away from you? And that's the other thing, Nicole. I have had to go back in to many of you, because I did just the other day, I went in and looked at Amy Lynn's channel, because I thought, gosh, it's been like a week and there hasn't been a video from Amy. Maybe I'm unsubscribed, because I've gone into so many of you. Deanne Lee is one of them. To go in and I'm unsubscribed from them, and I didn't unsubscribe from them. So not only are they taking the subs, they're like unsubscribing me from people. Or they're changing the notification bell, what I have indicated on the notification bell. Yeah, well, they can. How do they expect us to build a community with each other and if we don't have a chance to actually stay subscribed to each other long enough to get to know each other. I mean, I'm sorry. Hey, Orion, how are you? Forgive me, I'm probably missing half the messages. So the ones I ordered this time are called, these are not, this is not the name that was on the website. Let me see. It says J apostrophe, oh, it's Miss Adoro. That's, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that's the little emblem or the little logo. And it's Miss Adoro, and I got the Demi Wispy, which is this one. And I like how there's really dense lashes, and then there's a bunch of little ones that are kind of out from there. Hey, Shelby's cray cray girl. And this one is this is the wispy style. I really just want to try these, and I want to see if their quality. I really like these kind of lashes that barely have a band. They make it really foolproof. I do too. I like Demi Wispies best, but I also like Wispies. It depends on what the look is. If I have a bunch of really pretty shimmer or something going on, I like the Demi Wispies because they're so tapered they don't cover up all your hard work. Thank you. This is from 5:30 this morning. The next one is called Tapered Ends. And these, I like them because they're pretty small. So if you have really small eyes, this might be a better choice for you because these kind of seem smaller overall. And so this is the Demi Wispy in the Tapered Ends brand. See how it's real little? And this is also a good choice for people who have really hooded eyelids because they still have lots of wisp and they're really pretty, but they're not so long that they're going to block your whole lid. I know. It's called Good Primers, Damaris. Oreo, you are a charmer indeed. And here's the this is not a wispy. This is the closest looking like a wispy, but this is more of a traditional Demi Wispy look to me, and it's number 415. This looks more like this is their Demi Wispy, and this one looks more like a Demi Wispy to me. But maybe like a Demi Wispy and a Demi Wispy Light for people with smaller eyes and hooded lids. I've been trying to help people out with that. And I have to give you a tip. I was watching this lady. Her channel name is Hot and Flashy. I think her name is Gina. But she's primarily about preventing wrinkles and getting rid of the wrinkles you have and all these things. Skincare and ways to fight aging, basically. And she said that the best thing that you can do to combat hooded lids or to reverse them or make them better and less obvious is sleep on your back. So how easy is that? It's not easy to sleep on your back when you're not used to it. Yeah, and that's another thing, Amy. Angie, that's it, Angie. And she has a really good channel. No, you're fine. You're fine, Maggie. But anyway, sleep on your back because it keeps your skin taut. And when your eyes are closed, it keeps your skin taut. And it just kind of trains your eyes to not be so hooded. And she has examples of what it looked like before she did it and what it looked like after. Spirit Wolf, I use lots of different primers, but if you're talking about my eyes, today I just used Heart Shape Tape, and that's a concealer. I'm gonna talk about that when I get into my my favorites because I have never done that before, and I just did that this week. Guys, let's talk about Tati. We have to talk about Tati, okay? I like Tati. I haven't watched her much lately. I haven't watched any of the bigger YouTubers because I've been too busy watching you guys. Okay, Oreo Kid, I'll try to see it. On the face primer, let me finish answering the question. I use Professional by Benefit, Backlight Priming Filter by Becca, and I use Smashbox primer spray, and I set with various setting sprays, and that really keeps everything going on there. I love Tati, but the anticipation that was built around this launch of her brand, I am so disappointed. I mean, a vitamin. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. You know what, Oreo Kid, because God made me this way, and he is an incredible artist, and, you know, thank you for saying that, though. Hey, Think Gear, how are you? But yeah, a vitamin, a $40 vitamin. Are you guys disappointed? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to wait around and let people use it for 2 or 3 months and see if because my hair, I have no hair. I have 3 hairs, and they're all fine and they're all frizzy. And so I would like to have a vitamin that helps my hair and my skin. But I was excited about seeing makeup from her, though. I'm not mad at the product. It might be a really good product. I'm just disappointed that it wasn't makeup. Hey, Two Sis Fun TV. Welcome to my live stream. And yes, I have so many supplements and things that I take, especially because I have fibromyalgia and I have vitamin deficiencies like crazy. So I spend so much on that stuff already that I cannot do that right now. But I was really looking forward to some makeup because I think she would bring out a really beautiful line, especially for people my age. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, Ronalyn. There are so many that it's not like we don't have a plethora of choices for big and also a lot of people don't like Manny MUA, but I happen to like him. I don't like him as a person necessarily, but I do like his makeup skills and his preferences when it comes to makeup. You know, his line is launching soon, and so they know each other. It probably wouldn't be a really good idea to launch them at the same time too. Hey, Kimberly Rose, you're fine. I'm glad you're here. That's true. And Sabrina said she didn't mention that she doesn't eat sugar or processed foods. Since I used to have kind of, not acne, but some problems with some blemishes and dryness and just really bad skin problems. And as soon as I stopped eating sugar and refined products and processed products, I hardly ever have, my skin is so much healthier and so much prettier, so much glowier just naturally. I mean, it makes a major difference what you put into your body. Yeah, Casey, when I first learned about him, I was enamored with him. He was funny and quirky and human, and I think he got too big for his britches, and it turned me way off. Like, I really am curious about what the makeup line will be like, just because I love his makeup, but I think he got too, that's an Oklahoma thing, I think, but he got too big for his britches. He really did. All right, the last thing in the haul is I got this on sale. They had it half price, the Lorac Mega Pro Palette 1. I'm one of those people that kind of feels like I want everything from a line, or like I have all the rest of these. I have 2, 3, 4, whatever they're up to now. I have all the rest of them, but I didn't even know about makeup stuff when this thing was out. And so I'm really glad that I had an opportunity to get it, because I feel like it completes my collection there. Yeah. And you know, gosh, the thing with Jeffree, like when he got with Jeffree and Laura Lee, I kind of like, I don't know. I have very mixed opinions about all of them. There are things I like about them, and there are things that I don't. Yeah, of course. that brings all the girls to the yard, right? Yeah, I'm sure people are going to here's the thing. Gosh, I have to go on a rant on every video. Here's the thing. These people are going to bring out products that they're passionate about, or products that they think are going to make them the most money. I mean, bottom line, it's a business, and they do put their heart and soul into it. They're going to bring out what they think is something good. And I don't fault her for that. I just think I'm just disappointed that it's not makeup, because I was curious about what kind of makeup she would bring out, and I was looking forward to seeing it. That's it. But as far as, you know, the beauty guru thing and all that, I used to buy every collab because I was so enamored with these people. But whenever people start, when they lose their humility, when they stop being humble, when they start getting cocky and thinking that, you know, they rule the world, it just turns me off, you guys. I don't like that kind of person in my life. So I don't want to sit there and watch. Like, I think that, you know, doing the makeup in the Bentley and on a private jet, like that stuff, I'm sorry, it just turns me off. I'm not impressed by that. I'm appalled by that, because I think that's a crazy waste of money to try to make yourself look bigger than you are. Like, if you have something to offer to people, you don't have to do it in a private jet. You can do it in a Pinto. Okay, there's my 2 cents. Yeah, it is a big risk, and she's doing this all financially herself. So, all respect to her. I'm not dissing her at all. I really am not. I appreciate that she's passionate about it. This is what she wanted to bring out. I'm happy for her, and I hope she's successful. And I hope someday she brings out some makeup. Yeah, I really want to hear what people say about it. If it's a quality product and it works, and there's nothing in it that would be dangerous for me, then I would definitely try it. Yeah, I don't like that. It's just, she said it's just a way for them to show their money. And I think sometimes that's not even like, you know, sometimes they don't have that kind of money and they're just trying to make it look like they do. Okay, so here's the Lorac Mega Pro. This is the first one, the one that started off all these, you know, Christmas time ginormous palettes. And you guys know I love Lorac. Yeah, Rana Lynn, I absolutely trust her opinion on that, especially if she's somebody who takes lots of different supplements. See, it's got all those roses and pinks and mauves. You know what? If I brought out a palette, it would be full of pink. We were talking about new, yes, bye, My Cry for Help. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. We were talking about themes for next year at school, and one of them was to take a color, and your class's color is your theme. I'm like, I am all about that as long as I get pink. Okay, Casey. Thank you. But anyway, so this is completing my collection. Now I have all of these, but I like this one the best out of all of them. Even though the last one has a pink cover or pink packaging, I still really like the colors of this the best. So, that's it for my haul. Aw, you'll have to, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, Froggy, you need to come in and make sure you do, I'm having trouble coming up with words. Register is not the right word. Make sure that somebody help me. Hey, Denise, how are you? Sign up for my giveaway. Anyways, make sure when I hit 1,000 subscribers that you sign up for my giveaway, because enter. Thank you, Nicole. You guys, it was, I promise you that it was such a difficult day at school for me today that my brain cells died. That's how hard it was today at school. Brain cell death. At one point, I just sat at my desk and I said, my brain is going to explode soon. My brain is going to explode. So enter my giveaway when we get to when I get to 1,000 subscribers, and I will try to have some cool palettes, at least a really good one, or lots of the. I really want to give away these Bad Habit ones because I could get many rather than just one. Yes, they do. Thank you for coming, Denise. Denise is a new friend of mine, and we're going to be doing a collab together soon. Actually, on March 4th on Sunday. I hope I'm getting the day right. March 4th, we're going to have a collab up. So make sure you guys keep your eyes open for that because it's going to be cool. It's with one of my favorite palettes. I'm not going to give it away, but we're doing a collab together, and it'll be up on Sunday. This is only a liner because I wanted to show you how cool this lip gloss is that I'm going to show you here in a bit. Denise is Ab Fab, and you guys should support her channel. And it's just a liner, and it is Rimmel Exaggerate, and the shade is Enchantment. But when you see this lip gloss over it, it's so pretty. I found it like by accident because I was trying to figure out something that worked. Yeah, definitely. So you can, and of course I'm going to link her and all that. You guys can hook up with her there, but you might as well go ahead. Yeah, Denny's name is Denise too. So you guys are name twins. Okay. So I told you all about the brain fry. And I told you how my brain was going to explode, and that I'm sure that, many of my brain cells died today. So when I got home from school, I'm like, I want to do this live stream. I'm going to do this live stream. But if I'm going to even slightly make sense to anybody, I have to have a nap. So I took a nap. And so when I got up, I was like foggy and whatever. And so I'm not even sure what's in this box, but these are my February favorites. Yeah, you guys need to check out the Crafting Froggy because she has some really cool, the ones that I've enjoyed so far the most, she has lots of things that show you how to do things as far as technology and like graphic art design. Help me, Froggy, but for instance, she was showing you how to make a banner for YouTube. Those kind of things that I wouldn't have a clue about. I have to have help with those things. And I'm learning a little bit at a time. So definitely check out her channel. And I think you have an Etsy shop, right? And you offer to do some of those things. I know I said something to you about an intro, and I never did follow up on that because that's how my life is. I have great ideas that I never have time to follow up on. Okay, Violet, welcome back. Definitely. We all need to be supporting each other. I have to show you this beautiful box that I'm using. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the way? I'm sure this has no rhyme or reason, but look at my box. You guys, I love Marilyn Monroe. Well, I looked. It says a wise girl kisses but doesn't love, listens but doesn't believe, and leaves before she is left. I'm not so sure that I agree with that, but I love this picture of her on here, and I love Marilyn Monroe's beauty style. That's why whenever Sabrina and I did that Christmas collab, I did Santa Baby, and I totally wanted to emulate her look because I love her. Here's the thing. I think so many times I am so insecure about things that I put out, and I am not satisfied with them. And I'm kind of directing this towards Froggy. I'm not satisfied with them, but everyone else thinks they're great. I think we are our own worst critics, and I think sometimes we don't put things out because we think it's crap. But if we would give other people a chance to see them, maybe they would think it was useful. And so, unless you think it's terrible and you don't want it to represent your channel, don't take it down. I thought it was a really good video. I'm going to show you guys these first because they're not attached and I'm going to end up losing them. And I'm getting ready to let you into a very vulnerable part of my soul, and admit something to you that is slightly embarrassing. But because of this, I have purchased something to alleviate this problem. I have a book over here that doubles as the eyelash graveyard. Do you see how many pairs of lashes are? This book is called Crash the Chatterbox, by the way. It's by Stephen Furtick. If you're a Christian or even if you're not, it's about combating negative self-talk, and it's an excellent book if you're looking for something to read. But do you see my eyelash graveyard? Yeah. I take them off my face and I sit them there, and eventually my cat walks by and gets one stuck to his foot, and they are never to be seen again. Hey, Terrorized, how are you? Hey, Mandy. And so I bought something that is going to help with that. But yeah, isn't that nice? You guys cannot lie. You have an eyelash graveyard somewhere. Okay, Mandy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Oh, and see, this is the other reason I wanted to show it first, because I'm going to drop it. So, the eyelash graveyard. I've been looking for I have seen all these lash suites, and they're like a book style organizer, but they had lashes in them, and they were like $300. I finally found it has like, I think it has room for 22 pairs of eyelashes. I don't have it yet. I just have it ordered, and it was only $16. Oh my gosh, it was at House of Lashes. When I get it and I haul it, I will put a link in so that you guys can check it out. But I'm going to put all my favorite lashes in it, and they'll all be in one place. And so they won't. Okay, Ronalyn, thank you so much for being here. Hugs and love to you. So, I want to show you the lashes that I'm loving so much. Awesome. Thank you, Froggy. You guys check out her info. Anyways, I have been loving Allure lashes, and I love these little trios because they give you a really natural pair, they give you a kind of an in-betweener pair, and then they give you a really dramatic pair. These have naturals number 031, exaggerate number 145, which I wore with that really pinky, the week 2 of the palette roulette thing, that pinky one, that's what I was wearing in that video. And then the really spiky ones on the bottom. But they're Eyelure. Eylure. And you can get them at Walmart. You can get them at Walgreens. They have them almost everywhere. If you want really ginormous, very dramatic ones, there's Vegas Nay has a line through them, and they're really big and really dramatic, but they are super pretty. The reason I love Allure so much is because they're a little bit up there in regard to drugstore price, but they're really quality, and you can wear them over and over again if you don't have a graveyard that they don't get taken care of. But the purpose of the book is to have somewhere to keep all my favorites so that they can be reused, and I don't have to, they're all in one spot. Aww. Dude, I am such a foofity girly girl. I love lashes. The ones that have the more significant band down at the bottom, I mean, upwards of 20 times. I've worn these at least 5 times, but the ones in the middle, probably at least 10. The naturals, not so much. Maybe the naturals, I usually kind of annihilate them when I take them off. If you're really careful, you could probably wear them 2 or 3 times. But I mean, if you buy this and you're getting 20, 10, and 2 or 3, that's a good, and this is like $12.99. And Ulta has half off of their lashes all the time with these. So be looking for that. So that's that. I'll put it over in the eyelash graveyard. Maybe I'll take them all back to my vanity area. I just use makeup wipes. I close my lash inside of a makeup wipe and just kind of hold it there and get all the glue softened and whatever mascara is on there. Emily Noel 83 has an excellent video for Lash 101, and she shows how to do that. But once the glue is softened, you can use tweezers and pull it off really easily. But that's how I clean mine. And if I'm being honest, I don't clean them until they have so much glue on them that it looks funky if I put it on my eye like that. But yeah, I reuse them, especially like Lily lashes or Cocoa lash. Some that, not even Cocoa. Cocoa's pretty economical. But if you're paying $10 to $15 for a pair of lashes, if I'm paying $10 to $15 for a pair of lashes, I better get 20 uses out of them. As long as you take care of them. Yeah, argan oil is good. Castor oil is good if you're having trouble getting the glue off. Yeah. There's lots of ways. My favorite way is just to take them, if it's on my eye, I take a makeup wipe and bend it like that, and I just set it right on my eye, on my lash line, and just let it sit there and let that soften. And then that's the safe way to pull them off without taking your real lashes with them. Do I always do that? Not always, because boys, close your ears. Ladies, it's comparable to taking your bra off. It feels so good to take those off, and I can't wait to take those off sometimes, especially the bigger ones. I feel like I had an umbrella over my eye, so I'm ready to take them off. Sometimes I don't do the safe way, and I should. You know what, Froggy? I think for me, I don't know where those guidelines come from, but you know what? I use up or a mascara dries out before I would need to throw it away. When I was younger and I didn't know any of this, I would use mascara until, I can't even tell you, probably a year, until it was so dry it was flaking all over my face. You know what? I don't even know. Let me see if it has a name on the bottom. It doesn't. Let me tell you where I got it. It was a Valentine's Day gift from one of my students. It came from Walgreens, and it was in a heart-shaped cardboard box. That's so pretty. Maybe I should use that for my lash graveyard, but I think it's kind of a generic thing. My favorite candle, since we're talking about candles, is an inexpensive candle from Walmart. It's a mainstay. It's called Garden Rain. And you can see it's gone, but I have like 3 more. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you like clean, fresh, linen-ish, it's slightly fruity, just smells so clean. And I have never gotten more compliments than I get on this scent. I don't know how old you are, Froggy, but if that's from a long time ago, you might want to invest in a new one a month. See, I really don't. And let me tell you why. Because I open like 5 at a time because I'm just not that smart. I'm getting better at using them up first and then opening new ones. But I think after 3 months is probably a good guideline. Where do I buy what from? The candle I buy at Walmart. It's the Mainstays, which is the Walmart brand. Hey, Kaylee, how are you? I'm excited. I know you guys saw that I sent out things to you personally on Facebook. I miss these girls. I met mostly on the What's Up in Makeup group on Facebook, and also through Periscope. We used to Periscope all the time, and I miss you guys. That's the first kind of live thing I did was on Periscope. I know I have Amy Lynn, but not so much now. Only because I want to try a new one and I'm ready to move on. Not because I'm being all sanitary. Right on. What are you making? I have to cook after I get off of here, depending on how late it is. I'm going to make chicken tenders, but like I'm making a pizza out of a chicken tender. I'm going to pound it out and make it really thin and make a little pizza out of it. You know what? I don't think so, Denise. I don't think so. I don't go to Periscope anymore. It just didn't work well for me. Every time I tried to do a live stream on there, people got kicked off over and over, and I just got really tired of it. Hey, Ratika's Kitchen, how are you? Me either. Sabrina, we've kind of discussed this. Oh, that sounds good. Breakfast for dinner is one of my favorite things. In fact, I just did that night before last. Anyways, I'm going to show you a hair product because you guys know I don't have any hair. You know that I have to put all kinds of product in it to make it look like I have any hair. This bun right here, totally, it's totally teased and texture sprayed, and yeah, it takes a lot of product to make it look like I have any hair. Thank you for coming, Ratika. Anyways, this is Amika Undone Texture Spray. And I love this because it smells delicious, number one. It doesn't leave, it builds texture and it gives the hair some grip, but it doesn't leave like a massive powdery, yucky, gunky feeling. And, today was a slightly good bun day. There are days that it looks like a little circle. No, I don't. I just pull it through almost all the way and just kind of fan it out, and I bobby pin it so the fan part gets bobby pinned. And then I just spray this with some conditioner spray and some hairspray and foof it. Put a pretty flower band or something around it. I don't have one today because I don't have a brown one to match and I have to coordinate. But yeah, that's the best I'm going to get for a school day. I didn't get that, but I did get a leave-in conditioner from L'Oreal, a protein boost or something. It didn't work for my hair. Yes, they do have a great dry shampoo. And the packaging is so cute, you guys. They come in these cute boxes that you could use for something else. Oh, yeah? I didn't know scrunchies had come back. That used to be my jam. If you're talking to me, Amy, yes, almost all. Whenever I leave my hair down, I use all kinds of curly hair products. I'm trying to think of what it's called, Bouncy Spray. It's by ISO. And I use a dry foam texture spray that's from Matrix. I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a hair product freak too. But anyways, Amika, and this is called Undone Texture Spray. I like it because it's not gunky, but it does give a lot of grip and a lot of volume. Hey, Don Maurice, were you at church? You know what? I just can't stand my hair being in my face when I'm trying to work. It's like there's nothing that I need to be cute for at school. Okay, no problem. Well, that's good because I like 90s stuff. I like it a lot. Well, that's cool, Riley. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I don't know where to go next. I think I'm going to talk about the perfumes that I love the most this month. I am going to do a top 10 perfume or top 10 fragrance video because on the one that I have that has all my perfume on it, which is a ton or almost all of my perfume, somebody asked me to do a top 10. So I'm going to do that. I love you too much. Hey. Okay, no problem, Deb. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Right now, the one that I'm leaning to the most, or these two are the ones that I'm leaning to the most. Let me put this box down before it ends up crashing down. Is this one called Guest Dare. I got this. You know how they give you those little sleeve things that have the little open up flaps with perfume scents from Kohl's when they send you a magazine or a sale pamphlet? Amen, Tara. I'm guessing your name's Tara, but terrorized, yes. This was in it, and I love it. I love this so much, and I don't know how to describe anything. It's just beautiful. I tend to lean toward floral, musky combinations. I do like a little bit of fruity as long as it's musky and not sweet. The other one I have been using a lot this month, I'm about to be out of it, is Versace Bright Crystal. How beautiful is this bottle, you guys? And it's pink. The perfume is pink, really. No brainer for Sherry. How pretty is that? Looks like a giant diamond. So these are my two favorite perfumes right now. I wore this one today, so I'm just going to spray it because it's going to make me happy. I love all the crystal. I love all these. There's yellow diamond and there's a black something. Yeah, and I do like fresh and fruity. Thank you. Today I used the Makeup Geek in the Nude palette is what I used. And I filmed it. I got up at 4 o'clock and filmed it. Hey Armani, how are you? I have not tried Marc Jacobs blue. But almost all blue. I love light blue for men. Oh, good gravy. The one by Dolce & Gabbana. Boys in here, men in here, if you want to impress a woman, wear Dolce & Gabbana light blue. I promise you, it will improve your chances considerably. It is so good. So good. But I forgot what I was talking about completely. And the female version is beautiful, but the male version of light blue, oh, I am doing so good. Thank you. I am away from my job. I need to not talk about stuff like that. I'm going to get myself in trouble. But if you guys are interested, I do have a perfume collection video. And I am going to do a top 10 soon if you don't want to go. But here's the funny part about my perfume collection video. My cats are on the bed totally doing kitty WWF. They're like just clotheslining each other, pile driving, they're definitely kitty WWF going on. And it's kind of funny because during part of it, I'm like totally doing the play-by-play. Oh my gosh. We used to have a store in Oklahoma City, which is nearby, called Gordman's. They went out of business, which broke my heart, but they had discounted fragrance and I got so much of my perfume there, and so it makes me so sad that they went out of business. All right, moving on. Let's talk about another hot topic, another bad habit palette. My daughter got a hold of this, and so it has fingerprints, and I don't know what else got on this. But this is a dupe for, Boo Bear. But Boo Bear, yeah, but the body slam went to Eli. This is a dupe for one of the Huda Obsessions. And it is gorgeous. I filmed this too. I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up with these things that I'm showing you. This mirror is giving me grief. This is beautiful. You guys know this is totally my jam. Zulily and TJ Maxx. Another one. What broke your what? Another one, our website is perfume.net, and they really do have good deals and sales and stuff. This is beautiful, and I did film a look with this, so that'll be coming soon. I have a lot of things that are coming soon. Mauve is really? Now you guys get to see in person why I have majorly long blooper reels, because I can't talk. Mauve Obsessions. You know, guys, everybody talks about TJ Maxx and how they find. See? Seriously. Find name brand makeup there. I have never found. I've been there maybe 3 or 4 times. I've never found name brand makeup at our TJ Maxx, but we live in Podunksville. If we're being honest, I need to find nowhere else that has makeup. I need nowhere else. Okay? I need nowhere else. Right, right, Maurice? You know, Armani, I have a cosmetology license. I love makeup. I love hair. I love beauty all the way around. But I had no idea that this beauty community existed. And when I found it, I dove in head first. I watched for 3 or 4 years before I ever even, thinking about having a channel, but not having the nerve. I'm glad I finally did. But yeah, you know, there is an art to it. And there is some beautiful creativity that goes behind it. And there's a lot of talent. For real. For reals, though. Right, Domery? For reals, though. Okay, let me move on. This one I wanted to include in my last favorites, and I couldn't find it. And you know, people aren't kind to stuff at those kind of stores, those kind of stores that are kind of retailing stuff that is ordinarily in a more pristine environment. People open them and stick their fingers in them, swatch them, and it makes me mad that people do that, but they do. And Dom Race can talk about this too, because she uses it whenever we're having girls' night and movie night. She's used this before. It's called Milani Keep It, and I need my glasses. Milani Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. And I got this at Walmart, and I think it was $12.99, but you barely use any. And if you don't want to make your own lip scrub, this is a really good one. It has just enough emollient and lots of grit. So if your lips are all crusty like mine, or whenever I wear liquid lipstick 2 or 3, or matte lipsticks 2 or 3 days in a row, by the end of the week, I have to have this. And after I use this twice a day. But this is the best lip mask ever in life. It's called Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I got this at Sephora. It's expensive, but it takes hardly any. And it is so good. It smells like strawberries, but it stays, like if you put it on at night before you go to bed, it stays on when you wake up in the morning. You can still feel it. Yeah. But this Milani one is a really good one. I do swatch. When I come out of Ulta or Sephora, I look like I've been beaten up because I have red and blue and purple spots all over my hands and arms. I look like somebody did something bad to me. This is really good. If I remember correctly, I think it was $24, but it is so good and it will last you a good 6 months. Well, she's like, what do I do with all this? I'm like, you can eat it if you want to. It smells like cake. This one smells like cake. It's just a really good lip scrub if you want something simple that smells good and tastes good and really does a job on the dryness. I love it. It's my favorite. Well, you kind of do, because the little granules are left on your lips. When I did this last night, I was thinking to myself, I don't eat sugar, and I'm sitting here eating sugar. So I was like, stop licking it. Take it off because you don't want to eat this sugar. No, and you know what? Also, like at drugstores where there aren't testers, and I open every single lipstick because either it's smashed into the lid of it, or you can tell it's been swatched. You don't know who that was. You don't know how nasty they were. You don't know what kind of, if their hands were all nasty and not clean, and they're rubbing their finger on it. I don't even think so. No way. That does stick me out, but then I'll go stick my finger in eyeshadows but that's going on my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cassie. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be in the mood to look, and you have to be in the mood to make sure that you're checking everything out before you buy it. The next thing is Mac Fix Plus. I've had this bottle for over a year, and you can see how much is gone. I've started using this on my beauty blender to kind of shear out really thick foundation. And the thick foundation that I'm talking about is this one, Super Stay. I love this, you guys. This Maybelline Super Stay 24 hour. This is really good if you like full coverage, but this is just a little bit too full coverage for me. I need to shear it out a little bit. So I've been using Fix Plus on my beauty blender. Like, even the beauty blender's damp and I've put it all over my face, but then I just spray a little bit on it and then I go through and shear it out. And this does a really good job for that. And I love the way this smells so much. Denny. See, that's when Miss Thang comes out in me. Like, I could not just sit there. I could see myself going over to her and going, "Excuse me? You did not just do that. You did not just do that." That's disgusting. Like, those are the times that I have to keep myself under control, because I would be like, "Why would you do that?" Or I would say something like that. "Why would you do that?" Yes. Now, I've said this on my videos, but if you haven't caught that part, this oxidizes on me big time. And that comes to the thing that Sweet Sabrina sent me a gift. She sent me some custom enhancer drops that you guys saw me use on my lid the other day. But the reason she was sending the package to begin with is because she was sending me, I have a dark one of these too, but I haven't used it yet. But I'm sure I probably will when the summer gets here and things are too light. But this is from Ulta, and it's called Ulta Foundation Adjusting Drops. And so even this one, that's a shade lighter than the first one that I tried. You nasty. I'm glad you said something, because I would be like, seriously? Seriously? Anyways, this really oxidizes. And so I bought a shade that's my ordinary shade. This is a porcelain. This is classic, ivory. This is classic ivory. My shade is never ivory. And yeah, I'm pale because it's wintertime, but I'm Native American. My skin is never fully pale. But anyways, I bought a lighter shade than what I already had, and then I still put this stuff in it to lighten it even more, because it still oxidizes way darker than this. Oh, I love them. Thank you so much. Worked out great. In fact, I'll buy it again. I'm actually kind of interested in the NYX ones. They have those ones that you can just drop little droplets in there. Hey, Amy, how are you? Poor Damaris. She gets to hear about all this all the time, and she gets to hear all my quirky sayings that I say all the time. Like, seriously? You know what, Froggy? I have a really hard time with foundations too. And the funny part is that really expensive foundations, I hardly ever find one that I like. I haven't tried any Dior anything. Yeah, custom drops. Yeah, just as a way to add some lightness or some darkness. I don't think, I've seen people use it by itself, and that doesn't appeal to me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, did I miss something from Maggie? What do you do when you hate a video of your own? You know what? I was just talking about this with Froggy. I think we're our own worst critics. And if there's something foundationally wrong with it, such as the makeup looks hideous, or you smear black all over your face, or there's something that's not just you being a perfectionist, because the majority of the stuff that I would delete a video for is something that nobody else would think there was anything wrong with, just me. And so, okay, tell me what's wrong with it, and then I'll give you my opinion. Tell me what's wrong with it. Maggie is cool. She's the coolest. No, yeah. I was like, am I gonna have to go beat up somebody? You're gonna mess with my girls. It's one that you've already posted, and somebody has, and who is saying it? Someone who you respect their opinion, or somebody whose opinion does not matter? Okay. If you don't want to talk about it out in the public in front of 20, well, now we only have 7 people. 7 people watching, I would be glad to talk to you about it later. But okay. Well, let's talk about it later, because I want to give you a real opinion that, I want to know what it is that they're saying. And I will lovingly agree or disagree. Because if someone's going to give me constructive criticism or feedback, it's somebody that loves me and somebody who cares about how I feel, then I'm going to respect that more than I'm not going to take that from someone who's just trolling on my video trying to say something to make me feel bad. If it's somebody that I love and they're only saying it to try to help you, that's way different. But yeah, okay, if you don't mind, then what is it what was the constructive criticism? I don't edit out any ums, and you guys are probably saying, could she say another time? I edit out a lot, but I usually put it at the end so that you guys can laugh at me. It's just too entertaining. I laugh at myself. Some of the stuff I say, I'm like, seriously? Why did you say that? Or what was that look even? Hey, Jenny Okie girl, how are you? If I edited out my ums, there would be nothing left. So, okay, so I'm still not clear. Are you unhappy with the way the look came out? Are you unhappy with the way it was edited or the music? Or is it overall you just don't feel the vibe with it? Like, if you're unhappy with it and you don't want to put it out there as a representation of you, then nix it. But keep in mind that people who love you and are watching it, and even strangers, are not going to judge you nearly as harshly as you're going to judge yourself. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. All of it. Well, if it's not something that you would be proud to represent you and your channel, then, but you should let me watch it. You really should before you nix it, because I want to know. I will tell you an honest opinion if you want a second opinion. If you don't, that's cool. But I would be glad to watch it and let you know if I agree or disagree with the criticism and even your own criticism of it. Dude, I don't know. You know what, like I said, and I was telling Froggy that earlier, sometimes something that I'm not even proud of, like I made a comment on one of my videos. I was like, I'm finally putting something out that I can be proud of. And somebody said, what's wrong with the other things that you put out? Because I was struggling hardcore with every single one of them, and I felt like the whole video was me just trying to make something work, and I didn't like it when I got done. But I didn't have a video aside from that, so I had to put it up because that's what I had. Um, but yeah, for sure. No drama for me, please. I have enough with second grade. You know, and as long as somebody is not just being hateful and trying to be a troll and be terrible just to be terrible, if somebody's saying something, especially somebody that I know cares about me, they're trying to help me out. And I will admit, there are times that it kind of wounds my pride, but after I get over myself, the way I say it is after God deals with me, then I put my pride to the side, listen to what they're saying, and see how I could improve things. Well, if you feel that wretched about it, I would take it down. But if you would like my opinion on it, I would be more than glad to watch it and let you know. You can let me know what you want me to do. Oh, nice. See, that's something that is none of her business, and it has nothing to do. Well, were you talking about anything on your video, like infertility or something, or did they just out of the blue just say, "Guess what? You shouldn't be a mom"? I remember my first thumbs down. I could not believe that it hurt my feelings, but it did. And I'm like, dude, I'm talking to myself here. I'm like, dude, if you're going to be hurt over a thumbs down, you better get out of this business now, because I guarantee you that's not going to be the worst of it. And if you can't grow a thick skin in that regard, then you better just vamoose. I don't know the word. Domri, tell me the Spanish word for get the heck out of Dodge. Yes, there are people that do it just to be mean. It absolutely is, Jenny. It absolutely is. I tell my kids all the time, I said, nobody who feels good about themselves is going to say anything ugly to you. So feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You feel secure in yourself and go on about your business. I said wretched. See, I don't even know what's coming out of my mouth. And it makes me think, when I say that, I think of Chris Tucker. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And that was a terrible impression, but you have to know what I'm talking about from the Rush Hour movie. Yeah. Well, if you're talking on a video about infertility and somebody says something like that, they're just intentionally trying to be hurtful. Well, you know what, Tara, sometimes it takes longer than other times, but I really do feel like whenever I'm being defiant, I guess, or just not wanting to be corrected and wanting to be right, God does deal with me. He knows my heart, and he knows I'm not that kind of person. And I don't want pride to get in the way whenever something that somebody is trying to tell me could be helpful and fruitful for me if I would listen. And he does. He deals with me quick. I used to ignore it a lot, but now I know I just need to listen. Absolutely. On my Facebook page, my banner says self-defined, and I have to add God-defined, but self-defined meaning nobody in this earthly realm is going to define who I am. And the reason that's so important to me is because for so much of my life, I let how other people felt about me define me, and I refuse another minute of that in my life. If you're not somebody who loves me and in my little circle, then your opinion is none of my business. You go on ahead and have your opinion over there. Oh, it is a natural reaction, and there are times that I'll allow myself to get hurt, but then I get over myself and say, stop it. Stop allowing someone else's opinion to change the way you feel about what you felt was awesome before they said it. Thank you so much. You guys are nice to me. Okay, I have a bunch of brushes, and I have talked Morphe brushes to death, so I'm not, there's not any, there's one Morphe brush, so my bad. But I have been really happy with these little bitty, more detail-oriented brushes. This one is a MAC 242, which is, you know, sent straight from heaven. In case you were wondering, this brush is Jesus endorsed. That sounds so stupid. Anyways, this is a Jesus endorsed, angel endorsed brush. And of course, they're not making it anymore in natural. They're only making it synthetic, which I've heard is not that good. But this is the bomb for shimmers on your lid. It's the bomb for inner corner. It's the bomb for underneath the brow bone. It is the bomb for putting a shimmery shadow, squirting with MAC Fix Plus, and getting that straight up metallic vibe going. Love this brush, and I'm so, like, I protect this with my life now because I know these aren't available anymore. If you find them online, they're horribly overpriced because they know they're in demand. Amen, Tara. I'm glad to know that. I think like-spirited people are drawn to one another. The other ones are Makeup Geek brushes. And this is the foiled eyeshadow brush. I know that Amy and Sabrina have these. This is the pencil brush. And you know, there's a lot of people that don't like these. And when I first got this, I did not like them. I bought this on a Hope Look sale where you got the like 7 or 8 piece eye set. This is the defined crease brush. I love that pointy little thing that's going to get right deep down into that crease right there and blend while you go. These are awesome. And if you, I don't know, if you need some really good detailer brushes, these are really good. You know it's got to be Jesus approved, or I don't want to have anything to do with it. Very cool. Well, I'll be watching, Froggy. So, those. The Morphe brush that I have is a detailer brush, though. If you guys have really small eyelid space like I do, Denny won't have a problem with this one. She won't need this one. She's got eyelid space for days. But this is a Morphe M527. If I'm seeing this. Yeah, glasses. It's a M507. It's a tiny little blender, but it's tapered and pointed. And so you can really get into that outer corner and really do some defined work on that outer V with this. And it doesn't make a mess everywhere. Thank you for being here. I will get in touch with you on Saturday, Denise, and we'll talk about an upload time. And if you have any concerns or need to talk to me before that, just shoot me a message on Instagram. But I'm filming it on Saturday. So I have pushed it down to the wire just like I always do. But my life has been crazy. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. And I'm excited to do it. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I was going to talk about that at the end of this. Kind of have a brainstorm, Froggy. So maybe you'll have some... Maybe you'll have some inspiration. Okay, Heidi, thank you for coming. Same thing with you. I'll get in touch with you about that collab idea that we were talking about. Thank you for being here, you guys. But I love this brush for that. And this is one of my all-time favorite. It's from Coastal Scents, and it's a BRC N51, and it's a flat shader brush, but it's tapered and pointed. And so I always use this to pat product on here. And I use that on my inner corner when I'm doing halo eyes because it's just precise enough to get right down into that corner. But just to place the color, and then I go and blend it with something else. Yeah, that's Boo Bear. Where did he go? Boo Bear, where did you go? I don't know where he went, but if he comes back in here, I'll try to show him to you. Okay, good. I miss so much trying to look at you. Tell me, is my mouth still matching up with my lips in the audio? Is it matching? Please tell me. And that made no sense at first. Audio matching up with the lips. Is it still matching? Okay, good. All right, I'm running out of room to put all this stuff. So when you hear the avalanche, just, don't worry. Okay, Jenny, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I am coming to the end. Not really. I need to not talk so much in between. I pulled this out of my stash. I won't talk about it forever. You guys already know all about this. But this is the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop cheek palette. And I put this away for a long time because I used it so much I kind of got sick of it. You can see there's some major dentage going on in there. But I've actually found out that I really like the blushes. I'm wearing, I think it's Pamplemousse. No, it's Amaretto. I'm wearing Amaretto and... Good gravy. I should just leave my glasses on. I just can't stand the glare from my computer screen. It drives me insane. Rosé Spritz. I use Rosé Spritz and Amaretto. I'm trying not to blind everybody with... Anyways, the middle one and the one over there. I use those today. I'm finding that I really like the blushes too. So this is a nice one to have whenever I don't feel like pulling out a bunch of products. Bye, Cassie. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yep, go take care of your business. Yeah, it is. I don't wear this very often. I don't wear it to school at all because I don't feel like I don't want to have to explain, and I don't want to be an influence on kids when that's not my place to do that. It's their parents' place. So, but yeah, I do. It's been that way since I was 30. When I turned 30, I kind of had a midlife crisis and did something crazy. That's about as crazy as I get. Okay. Someone was asking me about a primer earlier. They're probably not still here, but this is the Master Prime by Face Studio by Maybelline, and it is the Blur and Illuminate. And I'm finding that this is really similar and comparable to the Becca Backlight filter, whatever that is. And it's also comparable to that one that came from Dr. Brandt that was in the BoxyCharm. I think this is pretty much, it's like they give me the exact same effect, all three of them. So I think this is like $12.99 maybe. It's a little pricey, but it's not as pricey as Becca. And I'm sitting here showing it, and anybody who watches this is going to see it. But everybody in my life, the guy I was dating at the time, one of my best friends, Amy, her husband, Jeff, they all tried to talk me out of it. If you want to hear my story. I was in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I lived in Oklahoma at the time. I hadn't moved to Colorado yet. And I just got a wild hair and decided that when I went on this trip, I was going to do it because that's the only thing I could conceal, take in and out. I didn't want... If I decided to hate it, it's not going to leave a hole in my face. So that's what it was the absolute opposite of what anybody would expect from me. It was completely out of character for me to do it. And so I went to a place that was called Holy Rollers. Literally, like holy rollers. And there was a lady that looked like Stevie Nicks, except she was kind of like a plus size version of Stevie Nicks. And she had this long flowy skirt on and, like a poet blouse and long blonde hair. And she had me so zenned out by the time she actually did it, I didn't feel a thing. But she was spritzing rose water in the air and she had incense burning and it was like she had it all done up. And she gave me this thing. She's like, whenever I actually pierce it, it's probably going to be, you're going to drool everywhere. So she gave me this little towel and I didn't even feel it. But after that, I couldn't talk without a lisp for like 2.5 weeks. It was really hard to conceal from my mom who said she would disown me if I did it. She's still my mom, so she got over it. But I was trying to hide it for the longest. And then we're sitting at dinner with my entire family. And I mean, sister-in-laws and nieces and nephews and everything. And my brother's like, what is that? What is that? There's something shiny in your mouth. What is that? I'm like, dude, shut up. He's like, no, I saw something shiny in your mouth. Totally ratted me out. So, yeah, I have it. And I refuse to give it up. And I know this sounds crazy, but for somebody who used to bite their nails, eat too much, smoke, all those things, oral fixation kind of thing, having that there for some reason is calming to me. And I don't know why, but it is. So when it's there, I feel more calm than I do when it's not. And as far as the tattoo is concerned, I was going to get a tattoo when I was 40 and I'm 46. So I have OCDness about, and we talked about this, OCDness about symmetry. And I'm so afraid that if I got a symmetrical image, if they had one little part that was not right, it would drive me crazy for the rest of my life. And so either I need to choose an image that is not symmetrical, or I need to get over myself. But I do have a picture of my dog that was when she was a brand new baby. My dog that died in July. That she was a brand new baby. She looked like a little polar bear rug. She's sitting with her little head in between her paws, and her paws are bigger than her head. And it's my favorite picture ever. And it's the very first day we had her. And if I was gonna do it right today, someone said you either do it today or you can never have one, I would do that. I would put that picture. I used to think that was the cheesiest thing ever to talk about putting a picture of your dog on a tattoo. But that girl had a part of my heart that I can never get back, and I would love to have an image of her on my body. So that's beside the point, but I do very much love this despite whatever stigma is attached to it for anybody else who seems to want to make a judgment on it. I like it, and I will probably always keep it. The only time I've ever taken it out is when I've had to have surgeries. A couple different surgeries were lengthy, and I had a really long recovery time, and so it was out for like a month, and it didn't grow up. It kind of tightened. Like when I put it back in, it was a little bit tighter in there than it had been, but it didn't. Never has dried up, closed up. You can't see where it was. My rheumatologist yesterday was like, because she was looking all in my mouth, and I don't really know why, but I think there's something called Sjogren's syndrome that has something inside your mouth. But here's another favorite, Aphrodite by Bad Habit. Are you guys sick of Bad Habit yet? But this is the first palette I got from Hush, and this one I got because I missed out on the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette whenever it was available back then, but I think it's available again now. But this one is super pretty, and I love it so much. And these actually, I don't know, they've got a kind of an interesting smell, and I don't know if that's like the cardboard and the glue, or if that's trying to be their scent, because they all kind of smell that way, but it's not bad. But I love this palette. It's beautiful. All right, Butter Bronzer. Do I even have to talk about this? It's my favorite bronzer. I can't find anything I like better than this. It is, it smells like heaven, and it just works beautifully. I have it on right now. I don't know if it's still there, but I have it on right now. All right, Denny, thank you for being here. I'm trying to get to the end of this. I talk way too much in between. I know this. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the lip gloss. I'm just going to use my phone camera. But can you guys see there's like a gluey thing where it was stuck to the packaging. But can you guys see the multicolored glitter in this stuff? I usually don't like glittery lip glosses, but this is the only one I could find that kind of matched my lip liner today. And it is super pretty. I don't know, Dawn a lot. You know, you've seen my My beauty area. Anyway, I'm going to put it on. Okay, so look at what my lips look like now. And then I'll show you what they look like after this made super pretty effect. It's kind of metallic, but not in a I can't even think of the right word. Not in a edgy way, but in a really pretty girly way. Can't see what I'm doing. But can you see the difference? It's kind of bluey, but it puts like a shift, just a little bit of metallic on your lips. And the glitter, you can't feel it or see it exactly, but it makes a reflection, and it's so pretty. This is, I almost said Sabrina because I just looked at your name. This is Victoria by Buxom. At Christmas time, I got a little set that had a lip liner, a lippy, and a gloss, and this came with it. So I don't know if it's a permanent line thing or not. Well, thank you, Dawn Maurice. You get to hear me talk a lot, don't you? I need to put makeup on you. All right. You say that now. Let me get out all these lippies. I just have like 5, and I'm just going to swatch them all for you to show you why I like them so much. And there's the Enchantment lip liner. I just pulled that out because that's what was underneath here by Rimmel. I'm going to swatch these all on the top of my hand, make sure I have them all. And I am coming to the end, folks. I really am. And this was condensing. Who? Oh, hey, One Man Army. Dawn Maurice is a girl. If you're talking about her going drag. Okay. Bare Minerals Gin Nude. I love all of them, except for the really light ones. These are beautiful. This one is called... Good Lord, why do I even try? You know that you would look good in anything, Matthew Moppins. This one's called Friendship, and the next one is called Swank. You would look good in anything. This is Friendship. I love this formula. It's one of the liquid lipsticks that I can stand. It doesn't dry up everything. Who are you? Oh, are you talking to Matthew? I'll let him answer that question. Next one is Swank. And this is the darkest one that I have. And it's very raisiny and very fall. And these swatches are so sad. But that's Swank. So Friendship and Swank. And I love this. And these are on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty all the time. Usually for like 12 bucks. Hey, Princess Sparkle. How are you? Here's another formula of liquid lipstick that I like that doesn't suck the life out of my lips. Always On liquid lipstick by Smashbox. And this one is called Big Spender. That's all of us when it comes to makeup. But it is such a pretty pink. Kind of a mauvey rosy pink. Good. See, Matthew's going to be the next YouTube sensation. The next one is by Rimmel, and it is a Moisture Renew in Rose Blush, and this is kind of a lighter color. These are all the ones that I've been loving. You can see there's kind of a gradient, kind of light in between, dark, but all pinky nudes for the most part. And my favorite Maybelline Creamy Matte is Almond Rose. And this is so beautiful. If you like pinky nudes, this is like the perfect one as far as I'm concerned. Right here. I love it. The broken abused what? What? Okay. I'm going to show you 2 mascaras, a mini eye palette, and tell you about the Tarte Shape Tape experience for eye primer, and then it's a done deal on the favorites. Oh, I was like a goo. Anyway. You sure have, Nicole. You got me trained. All right. I love this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter, which is a brow highlighter, but I don't use it for that. I use it for my inner rim right here. And I put this on at 5:30, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's still there. And my watery eyes, that never happens with eyeliner. That's why I don't tightline, because it ends up in a pool down here. Yes, Emily and Noel. That's why I literally am making a video series called Emily Noel Made Me Buy It, because she makes me buy everything. My combination of mascaras for this month: Lash Accelerator for Bottom Lash by Rimmel, and Total Temptation, this new one from Maybelline. I love the Lash Accelerator. Has some kind of serum in it that helps your lashes grow, and it really does. I like it because it's small. It's got a bunch of bristles, but it's got the tapered end where you can really get down into the deep downs. Thank you. This is the Makeup Geek in the Nude palette, and I filmed this morning, so the tutorial. If you see anything on my face and I come on camera, I probably filmed it, so. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It does stay when you try to remove it, but it's better, like for me, better than not. Let me get this lipstick off my hand before I, again, look like I've been beaten up by somebody. Maybe you should try to do what? Film everything that you do? Yeah. If you want something to put on your YouTube channel, real quick, Tarte Shape Tape. I decided that since I was putting it here, I might as well just try to put it here. I've seen so many people using it for eye primer. Well, I put this on at 5:30, and to me, the color looks vibrant still. There's not anything creased up. The shimmer shade still looks shimmery, so I think it works pretty good. Oh, okay. I have never tried that, so maybe that's an option for me. Gel liners. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I'm not allowed in Ulta right now. I have banned my own self from Ulta because when I'm on a no-buy, I can't go in there. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. In fact, I don't watch as many videos when I'm on a no-buy because it's just not a good idea. Okay, I've come to the end. This is the last one. I got this with Nordstrom Notes, and it's the Patrick Star quad called Glam AF, and I'll swatch it for you. The reason I chose this one is because this color, there were two different ones. This color is one that I really liked when I saw it swatched. And the other three, which are, oh, me and my not being able to see thing just ain't groovy. And I hate glasses. We've got Brulee, oh my god, which is this one. Brulee, Saddle, and Embark. And these are all regular permanent shades for MAC, and I didn't have any of them. And I wanted those. So I'm going to swatch this for you. This is Brulee, I guess, and oh my god. And then Embark and Saddle. Embark and Saddle are crazy pigmented. The other two, not so much, but the light shade. And I guess I may not have gone in very heavy with the Oh My God one. But it's super pretty and all the colors just look perfect together. Okay, bye to whoever's leaving. It does. Well, bummer. They even put it in mascara. Okay, that's it. Who's having a sale right now? Maybe I don't want you to answer that probably. Who's having a sale right now? Oh my gosh, I love Hobby Lobby. Dawn Maurice loves Hobby Lobby. Her and Becky go there almost every Saturday. I don't have time. Like, I either do crafts or I clean my house. I either do crafts or I don't have YouTube videos. Like, I have to choose. And I don't have time for crafts, even though I do like to paint and I do like to do crafts and things like that, but I don't have time for it. Huh. Well, bummer. What are you making? I'm going to put all this jazz back in the box because as soon as I get done with you guys, why in the world is there foundation on my desk whenever it doesn't look like I didn't even take the cap off the foundation? What was it on that it shouldn't have been on is the question. Okay. I love Hobby Lobby. Almost, if you guys saw my cross wall video, almost all my crosses, almost all of them, the ones that weren't given to me given to me for gifts, the ones that I bought myself, almost all came from Hobby Lobby. But as soon as I get done, I will go put all this back because if I don't, it'll stay in this box forever. I lie because I know that I will be using some of this tomorrow and I wouldn't leave it in the box. But I'm that person. If I don't do it right away, I will hem-haw about it, and I don't know, something had foundation on the bottom of it. So there you have it. Those are my February favorites. And believe it or not, that was condensed. I don't even know what Tim Holtz is. But maybe Dawn Maurice does. Very cool. Yeah, they have, at least in Oklahoma, they have some kind of drug rehab type, halfway house type places that come and set up outside of Walmart pretty regularly. Almost every Walmart, or almost every Friday, they're there and they have beautiful handmade crosses. Awesome. Usually I just give them money and don't buy things. And I don't know, I probably should. But it's like, if you're trying to get money, if you're trying to get donations, then I want you to get as much out of it as you can. And you can sell this to somebody else. I just want to donate. But it's kind of like a place for people who are just getting out of rehab to get back on their feet. Yeah. I will go check it out. So Friday, I am so happy that tomorrow is Friday, and I pray that things are calmer today tomorrow than they were today, because I am so worn out. Cool. I'll check it out. I have a bunch of crosses in here, but you can't see them, and if I try to turn this around, I'll probably completely screw my setup. Well, yay for you. I need Friday this week so bad. I'm going to go to the movie with my mom on Saturday. We've been trying to go to a movie for probably 2 or 3 months, and we just couldn't find anything that we wanted to watch that we could agree upon. And so our two choices were Game Night and Every Day. Have any of you seen either of those or have an opinion? I know Every Day is based on a novel that I need to read. Game night has the girl from the Notebook. I can't remember her name. And Jason Bateman. So we're going to go see probably every day. What it says, it seems kind of like a chick flick romantic comedy kind of thing. But it said that I couldn't get my mom in Black Panther or Jumanji if I dragged her screaming. Rachel McAdams, that's it. It's about, and it's not even, it's like a romantic thing. It's not like a funny thing like 50 First Dates, but every day he's somebody different, and he doesn't have anybody there to tell him who he is. So every day she's in love with this guy, but every day she experiences somebody different. I think it sounds really interesting, and I think it's one of those ones that will either be excellent or really bad. Like there's not going to be an in between. But I think game night would be funny, and I don't know. I'll let you know if I see it. Oh, I need to give you guys a book recommendation. I don't know how. This reminded me so much of so many YouTube people. That's the reason why I mention it. But I'm reading a book called One by Susan Cain. It's about introverts and about like the history of how introvert versus extrovert and how it plays into business, and historically people that we would know of who are introverts, and research and data. I'm a nerd and a half. I've told you guys that before. But it was so interesting because I never put it in these words, but I always thought that being an introvert or being shy or being an introvert, which are two different things, but being an introvert was kind of considered as a character flaw for some people, or I have felt that people have thought about it that way. For instance, whenever I was at my old school, I didn't ever go and have lunch with the staff. I stayed in my room and worked through lunch, and that was my diffusing time. That was my get myself back together time, and without it, I was very grouchy. And when we would have a luncheon, I would go in and have lunch with everybody. And somebody said to me, "Oh, I guess you decided to stop being antisocial today." And it was like hurt my feelings because I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, you obviously don't understand me at all. And if you this many weeks and months to, have the opportunity to say this to me, if you were concerned about the fact that I was so antisocial, then why didn't you come talk to me about it before? And they really made me feel like I was doing something wrong. Now I don't apologize for what I need to do to make my school day workable for me and for me to be able to deal with the stress of the day, which is high from the minute you get there until the minute you leave. For me, health-wise, if I don't take a moment to diffuse, if I don't have some deep breathing, sit with the lights off, diffusing time, I can get really grouchy really quickly. And so I take that time for myself and I don't apologize for it. I'm still working. I'm just working by myself. I do very much thrive. I do like social situations, but social situations deplete me quickly and I don't like to stay for long. Like a concert, that's good enough, but I don't want an all-day music fest where I'm going to be away from home for 2 days or a weekend. But a couple hours at a concert is great. But all those things are so different. But I'm hearing all about all the data from studies and historically, like Franklin Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt, and the fact that they were complete opposites, and she was an introvert and he was an extrovert, and how that caused them problems, but it also made a really cool dynamic in their relationship. So I'm a nerd. I am fascinated by stuff like this, especially if it's something that can help me figure out how I tick and like how I'm put together and help me understand myself. And it's a really fascinating book. And so if you're an introvert or a self-proclaimed introvert or extrovert, I think it would be interesting to you either way, but particularly if you're an introvert, I think it will be confirming in a lot of ways. I think it will be encouraging in a lot of ways. Yeah. I do have a personal space bubble. and children violate that every second of the day. And so I think the fact that I'm so like that, I think the fact that that's violated every second of every day, I think that I enforce it even more wholeheartedly at other times. Like, I think I'm even more uncomfortable with my personal space being invaded when, well, there's Boo Bear. You want to say hello? He probably won't let me hold him for long, so take a gander at his beautiful face. See? Take a gander at his beautiful face while you have the chance, because he's running away now. Like I knew he would. But yeah, when I get back from concerts, I feel fully deflated. And it's not so much physically, it's more just I need to get back into where I feel comfortable. Like, that was too much. And I think it's also kind of, for me, I have like sensory overload. Loud music, big time lights, lots of people, crowds, all that. It gets to be too much. Yeah, I was telling you, that's Boo Bear. That I said I had one named Boo Bear, and I called him Boo. That's him. And very anxious. Yeah, I have to completely unknot myself when I get back. Oh, poor Shadow. I'm sorry. My friend had a cat named Shadow. But anyway, it's an interesting book. So if those kind of things interest you, then you should read it. It's called Quiet. So real quick, it's almost literally 9 o'clock is my bedtime. So I'm going to be going in the next 15 minutes, but I wanted to kind of just brainstorm, and we've got 5 people left here. I kind of wanted to brainstorm with you guys about some video ideas, because, and some collab things. I'm interested in what people are interested in. I'll tell you the collabs I'm doing so far. I am doing I'm not going to tell you the palette because I don't want to ruin it, but with Denise, we're going to do a daytime that can easily be changed into a nighttime look using a particular palette that we both have and love. I have some more. Emily Noel made me buy it. I am going to do a video talking about the palettes that I got because I missed out on the limited edition ones. Yeah, I love it, Nicole. That stuff doesn't make me uncomfortable, but the combination of all of them together, by the time I get home, I'm ready to be home. Live music is my favorite thing. Like, that is my favorite thing. I've gotten to the point where I'm having to I'm going to have to get used to just going to concerts by myself sometimes, because sometimes a lot of different artists I really love that my friend Becky doesn't like, or Dawn Maurice even probably doesn't even know who they are. I don't want to miss them because they don't want to go, or they don't have the money to go. I am going to start going to concerts by myself. I'm going to quit missing concerts because I don't want the amount they cost. I don't want somebody else to go just so that I don't have to go by myself, because it's crazy expensive. But I actually I think my next heart to heart for March, I think it's going to be about being an introvert. Well, I bought 2 concert tickets that I'm going to by myself, but $91 and $78, I'm not asking anybody to pay that price to go see somebody that they don't even know who they are. I just have to get used to it. One of them is Fall Out Boy, and one of them is Chris Young and his country that I love. Oh, cool. We're going to see Skillet. Are you going to Winter Jam? Or are you actually going to see Skillet? We just saw Skillet a few months back. Well, it's too late. I bought him a long time ago. And it's not till September, but it's $91. This is the cheapest one, and it's not a good seat. But Fall Out Boy, I've seen them like 8 times, so I'm not missing them. And Becky is trying to get her finances in order, and so she's not gonna, she can't spend the money on it right now. So, But Skillet's incredible. We're going to see Toby Mac, and I think Mandisa is with him, and Danny Goki. We're going to see them on it's coming up. It's the 15th of March, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah. Well, Winter Jam is going to be here soon, but I'm not going. And Skillet is there, and I should go, but God, that crowd and waiting outside for hours and hours, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Oh, cool. But I can't wait until Toby Mac because he's so awesome in concert. I was kind of hoping to have this brainstorming, not that I don't appreciate your ideas, but I was kind of hoping to have this storming session when there were a lot of us in here so that we could have a powwow. So maybe I should save this for another time and just do a live stream just for that. Because I think it would be interesting to hear people's opinions on what they think fun collabs would be, and just kind of brainstorm a list and see like maybe people will want to hook up on collabs. And that's a really good name to get your name out there and, be introduced to another group of people from somebody else's channel that ordinarily wouldn't find you. Yeah. We've seen Toby Mac at Winter Jam before, but also our first Winter Jam was Toby Mac. Do you remember? I didn't even know you were here, Becky. Hi. The first time Becky and I went to Winter Jam, they oversold the arena. And it didn't matter where we tried to go. There was no place for us to sit. But if we would try to stand somewhere that wasn't a seated area, they flipped out about fire codes and all that. We ended up standing in a stairway, like the little platform in between the levels of a stairway, taking turns sitting one butt cheek on a bar of a little hand, the little rails. We swore we would never go back, but they oversold it, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people walking around trying to find. Yeah, we saw Red. We probably went to the same, the one at the same time. It was so funny because so many people, the time that we went to see, who was it, Becky? Oh, it was supposed to be Jeremy Camp. And instead of Jeremy Camp, it was Flyleaf. And I have never laughed so hard at the people. Hey, thank you for being here. Wake the heck up. I appreciate you. What was I saying? Oh, the, white bread church people who were there to see the Real Calm act, and Flyleaf was like totally damaging your eardrums. Oh my gosh, they were so awesome. Becky and I were disappointed when we heard Jeremy Camp wasn't there. His wife was sick. We were so happy that we got to see them because Lacey's testimony is incredible. Incredible. Oh my goodness. She's incredible. And her testimony is incredible too. But anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about, but Becky and I really, got introduced to Winter Jam in a not so pleasant way. We were so mad. And I'm like, why did they, they had us going through a counter. Why did they keep letting people in when they knew they were over capacity? It was a fire hazard for sure. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't even know they were still making music. This was like 6 years ago. Yeah, for sure. I didn't even know that Jeremy Camp lost his wife. We saw him, I think, probably a year ago or so, and he told the story about it, and I had no idea. So sad. But I love that thing. Did you guys see that thing on, it was just on a, national network where they showed, it was something, it was Billy Graham. It was sponsored by Billy Graham, and it had Lecrae and Lacey and a couple different people telling their testimonies. That was really impacting what she said. And she's sitting there pregnant, but she told all of it. The thing that impacted me the most is she's like talking about the person who's hidden up in the top row of the stadium and how, she loves them too, and she's singing for them too, and God loves them too. And just, I don't know if Becky remembers, but it was so impacting on me, the stuff that she said. Malia, how are you? And this is the other twin, Malia. You guys got to meet Jory earlier. This is the other one, Malia. My other makeup enthusiast niece who is so happy when I declutter. How's it going over there in North Carolina? You just caught me. I'm getting ready to sign off in about 7 minutes. Oh, I'm glad he married her, but that's so sad. Well, see, I was mad at him. That gave me a guilt trip because I was totally mad at him that he didn't come. And so they said his wife was sick, and I was like, yeah, being a total turd. And she could have been literally dying at that moment, and I was being an ugly person. That's before God fixed me. So sad. You have to tell all your brothers and all your parents hello for me. I haven't talked to Rocky in a while. Oh, I'll have to look it up. Okay. You know more about them, obviously. I'm not at all up to the information on any of these people. All I know is what I saw that night and what they said that night. And if I could stop watching makeup videos long enough, I might be able to watch something other than that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was fixing to say, he was robbing the cradle. Well, I know he's busy. He doesn't have to call me. I just want you to say hi to him, and he can call when he has time, but don't tell him call me, because he'll think there's a reason, and I don't really have anything pressing that would require him calling me immediately. I'm done. My brain is finished. So I'm going to start wrapping this up here, guys. I am going to attempt in the future to do live streams on days that I don't have a video available. Like, what I should have done is not posted a video this morning and let this be my Thursday video. I've got to start strategizing a little bit better, because for the sake of me being able to have enough time to film. Okay, so if I'm going to spend 2 hours on a live stream, or 2.5 hours on a live stream, then that should be my video for the day. I've got to start doing it that way. Because, man, this time of year, the end of the school year, there's all kinds of stuff going on at school. It's getting warmer. There's all kinds of things going on at church. I'm going to get busier. And so I've got to get better at strategizing as far as video placement. If I'm going to upload on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday every week, one of them should be a live stream. But 4:30 this morning when I posted it, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I was going to live stream tonight, because I didn't. It was kind of I made the decision about 2:30 at school that I was going to go ahead and do it. Yeah. And concerts are a major ordeal. For us, we have to go an hour away to Oklahoma City or Tulsa in order to see a concert. And so that's a major thing. That's a major out of town trip, paying for expensive parking, things like Winter Jam, you have to be there like 5 or 6 hours early. With Becky and Damaris, I have to wait till they get done at work most times if it's an after work day concert, and so we don't ordinarily get there on time. If we do, it's like right under the wire. Thank you so much, Sabrina. I hope you feel better. I'm glad you're on the mend and going back to work, but I will holler at you this weekend about what I told you I wanted to talk to you about. I kind of want to give you some details so you know what I've been dealing with. So thank you for being here. Love you, Malia. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah. I'm telling you what, I know you're way younger than me, but the older you get, the quicker years go by. And like I can't believe that February's over, and I can't believe that, I'm nearing the end of my school year and I have to start thinking about field trips and all that stuff. Our final end of the year testing, I have to start thinking about all that stuff. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to talk for 3 more minutes as long as you guys hang out. And as soon as that rolls over to 9 o'clock, I actually haven't even had dinner, don't have medicine. So I got to take care of everything so I can get my behind in bed. But yeah, my pastor said one time that days are long and years are short. And I didn't understand what he meant because at the time I was like, I don't know, 37. And that wasn't that old. And and as the time goes by and time goes by and time goes by, like I blink my eye and another year goes by. And I never understood why people who were way older than me always acted like time was short. I'm like, yeah, all the time in the world. What are you talking about? Now I feel that urgency for time. Especially as busy as I am, it makes time go by even faster because I'm so occupied that I don't realize, how fast time is going by. I'm 46. Actually, I'm getting close to 47. God, I hate to say that. Good gravy. That 50 is way too close. Are you kidding me? I never thought I never thought that I would be 46 or 47 like that. I thought I was going to be 30 forever. But anyway, yeah. Thank you. I used to cry about having oily skin, but I'm pretty sure that the reason that I am not a shriveled prune is because I had oily skin. I'm finding that the older I get, a lot of that is drying up. Like it's disappearing. I'm starting to have to kind of buy products according to dry skin instead of, especially in the wintertime. But thank you. You can thank my mama. You know what? My skin feels like a baby's butt. And let me tell you why it feels like a baby's butt. Because number one, I use one of those little rubberized little vibrating, what are they called? It's not a Clarisonic. It's like those little rubberized round ones. I can't remember what it's called. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyways, it's got little nubs on it and you use it to cleanse your face. Ever since I started using that, my skin is so soft. Second.
Feels like a baby's butt full of crap and covered in a diaper?
Oh gosh, you would have to come in here and say that on my live stream. Anyways, that's my husband and his yucky sense of humor. I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, the other thing is the Confidence in a Cream by It Cosmetics is a beautiful moisturizer for day. And I use Hope in a Jar by Philosophy at night. Like, there is a reason that my skin feels this way because I really take care of it. And the number one thing is to make sure that you take your makeup off at night. Sometimes I'm so tired at the end of the day. Or even wash your face and put some good moisturizer on it at night, because if I don't do that, like I've been really lazy for about a week because I've been so tired. And I washed my face, but I didn't go through all the ritual of putting all my really nice creams and stuff on my face. And my makeup and everything, nothing looked as good. Yeah, yeah, I know a lot of people who have those issues. So, yeah, that stinks. I have one whisker that just emerges right here. It's real sexy. It just, every once in a while I look there and I'm like, oh, it's back. Yay. That's so funny. I always wash my face, but I don't always go to the extent of doing all the extra things that really make my skin look good. That's the reason why it looks good today, because this whole week I've taken care of myself. Yeah, Becky has to do the plucking every day. She knows all about that. So I'm sorry for you. You plug every day? That sounds kind of like a personal problem. Okay, guys, it's past 9. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love when there's a bunch of people in here, but I like it even better when it's just a few of us where we can really talk. I like that better. Yeah, I used to pluck everything until I plucked all my eyebrows into oblivion, and so now I have to draw them on. So if you have any eyebrow hairs, hang on to them. That's Sherry's public service announcement of the night. Okay, love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hugs and kisses, and I will be seeing you soon. I will have a video up on Saturday and Sunday this week because of my collabs. So be looking for those, and I'll be getting caught up on your stuff this weekend. Oh man, I was just getting ready to leave, Summer, but I'm glad I got to at least say hi to you. My mom sent me some texts right as I got started and it kicked me out. So I had to start over. That's the reason. Yeah. Oh man, I wish you could have been here earlier, but I totally have to go to bed. I've been on here since 6:30. That's all right. I will try. I think I put the little thing up on Instagram. I tried to announce it everywhere today so that people would know. Hey, I want to go. I'm just kidding. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll have to catch you next time. Are you going to be on live at all this weekend, Summer? I haven't eaten yet, so I got to get my behind in there because I fast for 14 to 15 hours. I fast through breakfast. So by the time, I have to eat something before it gets too late because that extends my fasting window and I don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm going to take off. All right. Thank you. Have a great rest of your evening and I'll be seeing you guys, around all the places. All right. Good night.